do get that first goal, if you are Henry, who you see on your screens right now, maybe that just might complicate things for Christopher. Obviously, these two have made it to the World Finals, so certainly talented PES players. So we'll see what this one comes up with. Obviously, we have Henry in the home Arsenal strip, both players playing with Arsenal, and Christopher now on the ball in the away strip, attacking right to left.
Well, let's get into this one. Christopher PW, as I said, put up a good showing when we were in Portugal. Was it just that home soil that did that for him, or will he be able to bring that sort of form here to the World Finals? As I said, Christopher from right to left in the away kit, and in the home kit is HenrykinhO from left to right. John Jules down this right-hand side now for Henry, trying to get things going. And once again, Arsenal. We aren't forcing players, we promise to be using Arsenal here, as we are, of course, in the Emirates. Beautiful stadium. Not your favourite, Harry, I will say that, fair enough.
We won't talk about it.
We won't talk about it, but either way, this is going to be HenrykinhO's now. First initial attack results in an offside, to where I will now take this free kick. And I think, you know, I'm interested to see how much Christopher spreads his wings in this game, I should say. You know, he is very much known for his offensive style, very much like Chris Sutton, Sutton we've seen in the previous game.
But, I mean, we thought that back at the finals of the Season 2 European regionals. Don't forget when he went up against the Frenchman, is Maccabeal, and he came out the gates, you know, very, very strong. He actually lost that one, scoring 6 goals. So there was you know, certainly an intent to attack in that one. I think he's going to have to bring that same fire that he did on home soil here at the Emirates, and he's doing so pressing early up the pitch here as well.
Ball in towards Aubameyang. Should be a good chance, but he is offside.
Oh, that's harsh.
Oh, he's actually on.
Depends.
Oh, the referee.
A lot of referees nowadays like to go with any. Oh, another offside there as well. Oh, that's again a little bit close for me. But a lot of referees like to go with the rule of thumb that any part of your body that you can play the ball with. So obviously hands out of the equation, but if your head is offside, obviously you can head the ball. So they are going to call it if you are, you know, a head's breadth, I suppose.
Head's breadth.
Yeah. Offside. So a couple of offsides. I think we've had 3 so far in the opening 10 minutes. So we'll have to see if these players on the stage can settle down a little bit here. Obviously, this is still the groups of the World Finals, but every result matters. You want to give yourself the best chance possible. Opportunity
here for Henry. He's going back to Obi from Lacazette. Lacazette's not a player we've seen too much of starting for anyone when they are playing Arsenal. Simply go for Welbeck, or him just having Aubameyang up by himself. And manual pass looking to come in there, just about missed the timing though. Maitland-Niles now into a Warby, not going to be able to get it through. Good defending by Christopher. Cagey start from both these players so far, but Hector Bellerin will get this ball back once more. Feel as if this one's about to be whipped in, trying to push down the line. Does have members inside in the box as well, but another good tackle by Christopher. Potential counter-attacking opportunity for him. Maitland-Niles sends it over the top to Aubameyang, and he's offside again. A couple of these opportunities that have been spared because players making these runs maybe a little bit too early.
Yeah, we've seen that often from Christopher. We saw it back at Season 2 EU Regionals, where he was able to secure his berth to this competition. Likes playing the long ball, so HenrykinhO playing a high line is catching him off guard.
Oh, John Jules clips it through to Aubameyang. You expecting the ball into the middle there, but it's just a little through ball over the top, knocked down into the box. Not quite working out this time. What you could say is it's good offside play by the defenses here that's causing so many of them. Right now, it is seemingly Henry, the first one in. Not offside that time. Lacazette buries it. Really good goal. Knocked it over the top. Henry takes the lead.
Christopher, you can see, nodding in an appreciation of that lovely find in the box. It's Lacazette, the goal scorer, and we'll see the replay in just a second. HenrykinhO was a little bit tentative previously to try and whip the ball in. We often see players try and get the cross in, stick it in the mixer, so to speak, and try and cause havoc, but that's not what HenrykinhO's done. A couple of times he had Bellerin on the right, where he just was happy to wait and try and play it short. That one was just a lovely lob through ball, right on the money. Lacazette splitting the 2 central defenders, and it's advantage HenrykinhO. And so far, Christopher, attacking-wise, hasn't been putting up a whole lot to write home about, and that's something that we spoke about before the game. You know, make him play on the front foot, and maybe that's where you can exploit some of his weaknesses.
Yeah, really hasn't pulled up any trees whatsoever in the attacking sense. His defense has been fairly solid until that moment. HenrykinhO opens things up, and you know, let's see if what Alex said is potentially true. Is the scorer of the first goal going to walk away as winner of this game? Henry in possession of the ball once again, quite happy to play around his defense if needs be. Although I can't imagine he's going to do this for another 70 minutes or so. I'm fully expecting attacking football out of the Brazilian. Lacazette now down this left-hand side to Aubameyang. Good football once again. Look at the run in the middle as well from a player from Henry's side of things. Kolasinac spreads it out wide to John Jules. Aubameyang here. This has been good build-up play by the Brazilian. Iwobi into Aubameyang. Can't quite get past Koscielny. The Frenchman strong in that challenge.
Very strong indeed, and we speak so much about Christopher's play and how he is so good at frustrating his opponents. It's not with his stout defense, it's only when he has possession of the ball he can really start to frustrate opponents and put his game plan into play. And a couple of times I've just been looking at the mini-map there, the radar, so to speak, at the bottom of the screen. Both players here using the offside trap.
Oh, it's a good ball in towards Torreira. Oh, and he's not the guy you want there. It's fantastic football up until that moment from Christopher. Really good play. Great pace from him. Knocks it in, and that is a wanting finish in the end.
Just maybe looking for Torreira there to go a cross goal rather than try and sneak it in at the near post. Even if he did get that on target, I feel like Czech in HenrykinhO's goal probably would have at least got a hand to it, but better though from Christopher.
Much better. Torreira is actually going to win it in the middle here. Aubameyang into Lacazette, turns the defender as well,
Lovely.
skips past another, going for the shot. It's a front post save by Czech. Always going to safely make that one, but it's a good move once again by Christopher, really starting to come into this game. Great skill by Lacazette with the turn, skips past Bellerin. It's only a good save. That does deny Christopher from putting a goal on the board.
He's waking up.
Ramsey now to whip this one in. About what to do with it here. We've seen a few different variations of corners coming in. May well just be completely short, which you do expect considering Aubameyang has come to get it. Plays it to Lacazette now, wanting to play out from the corner. Back to Ramsey, does have options on the edge of the box, turns it inside. Lacazette now looking to clip it into Aubameyang, who had made himself available in the box after receiving the corner initially. And Welbeck sticks it through the legs towards Ramsey. Socrates left with his pants pulled down. Ramsey now back to Welbeck. Aubameyang still in the box. That's who he's aiming for. Can't quite get it there, but Christopher really starting to put the pressure on here, Harry.
Yeah, needs to be careful, HenrykinhO. Christopher's beating him with dribble moves and is able to beat a man with ease. He can't let that keep happening. Advantage played though now to Lacazette.
Lacazette down the left-hand side, skips inside. John Jules free at the back post. Back in towards Lacazette. The diamond header not quite there. Maitland-Niles, can he keep this going? Lacazette still lingering in that box, and we talked about Aubameyang being the focal point for all the attacks for Arsenal, but if you're HenrykinhO here, you're putting a lot through Lacazette. Socrates will win the header towards Aubameyang. Lacazette once again is there though, trying to get things going for HenrykinhO, who still does have the lead and will take the lead into the half. A good half between these two. Immediately we've seen Henry was seemingly the stronger opponent than we expected maybe for Christopher, but Christopher really started to grow into the game as we did end the half, and a close affair here, Harry.
Yeah, no changes made either at the half. I think that's fair considering how both players had good spells of play in the opponent's attacking third, and Christopher obviously had a little bit of a scare towards the end of that second half, but during the middle portions he really was the one who looked more likely to score, so we'll see if he can continue that.
Well, he has continued that. Lacazette has actually bursted through, but Czech will get there. The pass just a touch heavy, and it will be a chance for HenrykinhO to gather himself and clear this one away.
It's a shame, Chris, we didn't get to see any changes. I would have liked to have seen what kind of formation HenrykinhO is playing, because like you said, he's using Lacazette quite a lot.
Oh, John Jules has broke through here. A few minutes in the box. It's going to land to Iwobi, back to Lacazette. It's a fantastic sliding challenge. Christopher will survive once again on the back of some very good defending, and will have an opportunity to counter-attack himself yet. Kolasinac up in the pitch here, and again, that's not the guy you want. That final pass just rushed a little bit from the defender, and you know, if it's somebody like Ramsey, somebody like Mkhitaryan in that position, that pass maybe finds its way through. Into Bellerin now down this right-hand side. To Ramsey, Christopher trying to build. You can see a lot of these attacks when they really did start to come to fruition were from slow build-up play and then finding that final pass. The quick play doesn't really seem to suit the way that he does find goals, if you like. It really comes from building up.
I mean, we saw it in that counter-attack, just seemed to rush it a little bit. This is better, though.
Aubameyang down this right-hand side, has broken through inside the 18-yard box, skip past the defender. That final pass is wanting Harry every single time.
Yeah, I think it's the right idea, though, putting it in the danger area. Wasn't on that time, but I don't think he would have scored with a shot from that angle. If we don't see any kind of signs of life in the next 10 or so minutes from HenrykinhO and Christopher, actually, I would like to see some changes, maybe start putting some fresh legs on the pitch. And so far, Christopher is looking good in this second half, and HenrykinhO's allowing him a lot of the ball, but the chances, like you said, just missing that last bit of class.
Ramsey out to Welbeck, 64 minutes gone here. Christopher needs a goal, and he may just get it. He's actually skipped past his defender once again. And it seems like all the hard work is done, and then the easy part of sticking it in the back of the net is seemingly the hard part for him, and it actually might be Henry breaking through here. Great opportunity for him. Aubameyang can't quite get his foot to it. Backwards and forwards now, it's starting to open up, and Welbeck may send Lacazette through, and again, it's that final part of the puzzle that seems as if Christopher is just lacking in this game. Kolasinac pushes forward. Henry would love a second goal here. This might actually put it to bed if you could find it, and that's a poor pass. And a poor pass once again, they lose it. Back towards the back post, towards John Joe, sticks in the mix. I can't quite get anything for it. Iwobi into Aubameyang! Off the post, and the rebound doesn't quite land to the Frenchman, Lacazette. The attack continues. Koscielny clears it away. A complete mess defensively for Christopher PW, but somehow he does survive.
Pause queued up as well. Good use of the manual runs from both players here on the stage, but despite it being just 1-0, this is a very close game.
Aubameyang down this right-hand side momentarily gets past Koscielny. This time round, Hector Bellerin, he's stuck it in the mix towards Lacazette.
Well seen. He was wide open though.
Lacazette again in the box, trying to play it back to Aubameyang. Once again, that final pass just missing if you're Christopher.
This pause, by the way, queued up for around 10 or so in-game minutes now. It's been queued since the 68th minute, so no doubt it's Christopher wanting to change some things up, but HenrykinhO, he's keeping the foot on the pedal. Finally, the ball goes out of play, so this pause can come in and see what changes are made. Look at Iwobi.
He's dead on his feet.
He is. Get the magic sponge on.
The magic sponge, giving him stamina. Well, some changes will come in, and mostly just due to the fact that a lot of the players on both teams are very much fatigued at this point. Looks like there's going to be no Aubameyang on for one of the teams here, at least. Just run out of steam, so to speak. So that's a disadvantage you would feel. Aubameyang still on the right-hand side of things, and I do believe that is actually for Henry, because Lacazette is coming on for one of the guys, which seems to be Christopher, who didn't have him starting. So yeah. Henry on the right, and it seems like Christopher on the left.
Yeah, it can be quite confusing at times in these sorts of PES tournaments to actually know which side is which player's team sheet is which. But it's interesting. Look at the formation from HenrykinhO. He hasn't changed this since the start of the game. He's actually pushing some players forward now as well. That's no doubt is to try and catch Christopher on the counter-attack. He's had several chances throughout the game to catch him, and once he's had a chance, they've come in bunches, so to speak. Punches in bunches, that's what boxers say. Obviously we're not playing boxing here, we're playing football, but it's not just been one chance, right? It's been a barrage on Christopher's box, so Henry obviously still trying to exploit that, and he's actually pushed Welbeck a little bit further back, and is still going to try and play on this counter, I think.
Well, just waiting for the players to make their final changes here. Can Henry hold out? Modeste did think that if Henry could take the lead, he should be able to win this one.
Can't remember the last time I got a prediction right. It was this morning, actually. I thought Eterito would win, and that's right. But I'm pretty sure all of the co-ops yesterday, my predictions were just rubbish.
It's a 50-50 chance.
Not especially. If you know your stuff, you probably should be getting
33, good draw.
Good draw, I suppose, but that's what they say. It's a 50-50 chance. It either happens or it doesn't.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's not how probability works. If you're doing maths homework right now at home, don't copy me.
Don't listen to Harry. He might look smart.
The only mass that matters right now is that 9 in-game minutes separate HenrykinhO from a win.
Thanks for working that out, pal. Nketiah plays it into Aubameyang. Good football here by Christopher down the right-hand side. Aubameyang, a little bit of space there, but once again, it just seems that last little pass isn't there. Time and time again, and Christopher, if he does go on to lose this game, which looks like he might, needs to reassess for the rest of the tournament. HenrykinhO will be very happy with his performance, though. It's been, I don't want to say faultless, but you know, it's been solid. He hasn't necessarily looked really strong in either department, but he hasn't looked poor. It's been a decent enough performance. He has had chances to make this more than one.
I think he identified what he had to do, what his win conditions were, and it was getting that first goal.
Czech will receive the ball back from his defender there, and Torreira will be the one, the outlet to get this one away for Christopher. Not a lot of time remaining. That's a touch by Nketiah as well, and this might be an opportunity now for Henry to add further insult to injury, if you like. Mustafi just playing this back and around, playing a dangerous game if you lose this one, but good football in the end, good defensive play. Hector Bellerin will send this one forward to Aubameyang. What can Christopher do? Can he defend this final chance? No added time either. Christopher going to struggle to get this one up the pitch and score. That's going to be 1-0 to HenrykinhO. A good result for him there in the groups. The Brazilian takes the win against Christopher PWR finalist in Porto last time round.
Well, well, well. Christopher, his first finals appearance